When I arrived at WashU, the first day I was there, I was walking across campus, and I saw this face that looked familiar. And it turned out to be an old friend from Atlanta. And he had been there a year. He was getting his PhD in chemistry. And one of the things that was surprising to me after I met him and talked about where I would find a place to live is how segregated St. Louis was. However, what was a wonderful surprise on the other side is just how open and welcoming and nurturing Washington University was, and especially the physics department. So one of the things that I appreciated later from my education at WashU was I not only learned physics, and I know I got a very good education in physics from my thesis director, Dr. Eugene Feenberg, but I also feel that Washington U and that environment prepared me for things outside of physics, to appreciate things that a liberal education is supposed to make you appreciate. We live in a very complicated world now, much more complicated than I recall at any time during my life. There are issues ranging from artificial intelligence, political conflicts, global changes in the political systems in the United States and around the world. How do you understand these things? How do you begin to think about how they affect you, how you should respond, how you should bring your family along with you in responding? And a liberal arts education at least gives you some framework in order to try to understand these issues. The thing that's motivated me throughout my careers, and I've had a number of career paths, physics and other areas as I've developed, is I always wanted to learn something new. And I also wanted to be doing things that I thought would make a difference in somebody's life. The thing I'm most proud of is having been president of Morehouse College for 12 years. And people have asked me, what is the job you've enjoyed most, or where you, and I said, well, I may not have enjoyed it most, but it was the most satisfying job because I could see how I was contributing directly to the education of young men, mostly young African-American men, who were going out to make a difference in the world. I could see the role I played in that. Having this medal really be awarded to me without, as a surprise, really, it means so much. I think Washington University is at an important point in its history. It's a much better school than it was when I was there. God, 60 years ago, I can't believe that. Been that long. It was a good school then, but it's just improved tremendously over the years in quality and impact and reputation. So I would just like to leave the message to anyone who wants to see excellent institutions grow and prosper, that this is a school worth investing in. Washington University allowed me to learn more than just physics. The environment was open, supportive, many opportunities to experiment and explore. So looking back at all the things I can take away, I can see how much the school contributed to me, broad education, rather than just education in physics, and it's something I think was very important. The person I would like to thank most connected with Washington University for my success is Professor Eugene Feenberg, who was not only a supporter, a mentor, but became a colleague, and ultimately, certainly I thought of him as a friend, and I think he thought of me as a friend also.